Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What a great evening it is. This is the North American Group Stage, day number 1. I'm Mustache Dave, joined here with Wicked. How's it going, man?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm super excited for these group stages. A lot of players and teams have, and even the audience, anticipating this stage alone.
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna have some exciting days. It's gonna be 12 days in total. That's counting all the stages. For the group stage, we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Each group that you see right now rotating on the screen will have about 12 games. Yeah, 12 games exactly, Wicked.
Yep, that's 3 days of non-stop action for those teams. I bet there's a lot of nerves going on for teams that haven't been to these stages before, and I know there's a lot of teams in here right now that are seasoned for this and are ready to go right now. Like teams like SSG, Tribe
Mhm.
Gaming, they've been here before. Pittsburgh Knights.
Yeah.
There's a couple of teams that I haven't seen before, but I'm interested to see how they perform on the stage.
Couple kind of wild cards. You know, not the team wild card, not the team wild card, but like I want to say maybe dark horses. You know, teams might not be familiar with because yeah, we have like tier 1 scrims in NA. Yeah, we got tier 2 scrims and even tier 3. But some of these squads, I wouldn't be surprised if they've just never had the opportunity to play against each other. So today's going to be a deciding factor, in my opinion, on who gets what drop location. And I believe the game is just now starting as the players are in the plane.
Yep, we're on the plane. So, talking about the underdogs and teams that you haven't heard before, full split last year. We had the Unnamed, who was an unsigned team, came out of nowhere and they got fourth place. And yeah, it surprised everyone. So, if we can get more teams like that, it's going to be exciting for the competition.
Yeah, so I mean, we had the little graphic before this, and we'll pull it back up during the breaks as well. We're gonna shoot for around, you know, like a 3-minute break, give or take, and let the players get back to lobby. But Wicked, this is game number 1. Groups A and B will be versing each other all night long. They only have 4 maps, so each map is going to be extremely important. And looking at how many, let's see, 1, 2, I think each team plays in whole 6 Erangel, 2
Hmm.
Sanhok, 2 Vikendi, 2 Miramar. So if you are a team that gets more points or just feels more confident on Erangel, each and every Erangel match, you're going to want to do your best to get as many points as possible. So those other maps that you're not so strong on, you kind of have some wiggle room.
Yeah, so you got at least two Erangels on pretty much each day of the group stages. So yeah, Erangel, definitely a lot of teams are focused on that in the scrimmages. And as you can see, the first circle has fallen to the east side of the map, and we got Tribe Gaming in Roshok as usual.
Yep, Tribe, they've been pretty much scrimming in this location for the longest, and a lot of other squads have, you know, been contesting them here and there, but it seems like Tribe are going to be the victors of Roshok here in PMCO.
Yeah, man, we've got Epic here. Grabbing M4 already, has a level 1 vest. Not my favorite drop point on the map. I find Roshok very low on loot. But Tribe Gaming seem to like it for the centralized position. And we've got AbusementPrk here and Yesnaya Polyana heading over there by buggy.
You know, they're going to just be looting on up. And I believe this squad, what, LaTinosUnds, is that the team? I was calling them that last PMCO. I believe that's the correct name. If not, you know, we're all here learning
LTU.
together. LTU. They're going to be dropping down here in Yesnaya. And do they have it to themselves? No, I see a squad out there in the distance. AP,
AbusementPrk.
yeah, amusement
Abusement
park
Park, yeah.
rolling
Yeah.
up. Not amusement park, but abusement. So they're here to
Uh,
abuse LTU.
well, that's what they can only hope. If you guys don't know the maps tonight, it is Erangel, Sanhok, Miramar, and Erangel for Groups A versus Group B.
Yeah, so that's going to be the map pool here. We're kind of touching on all these teams here. We're getting to know the squads. Groups A and B. We got some teams that everybody knows very well within the scene, like JOVI, like Tribe, HQA, Space Station, and the Pittsburgh Knights. So those are some of the big names. But then we got other squads that you might not be familiar with, like Team JCR. We got Underdogs 96. We got the X Gamers. And boosted. So a couple of these squads, I really am confident that they should be able to make some major plays here tonight on these big teams.
Yeah, as you can see, we got Do You, not a team that I'm familiar with that much, but they are in Pachinki right now, uncontested. And we're going back here to LTU and AP up in Yasnai. They kind of separated themselves right now, just looting peacefully on the other side of the city. And some of them don't have vests yet, so they're waiting to grab as much equipment as possible for their rotations in the later circles.
Yeah, we got a nice little split going on over here as well in Yasnaya. So both of these teams, of course, they should be aware of one another. They were able to kind of spy each other out while they were dropping down there. We can see them playing extremely cautious right now, trying to listen in, trying to hear, get as much information as possible before making any type of play here. We still got 16 teams alive. I mean, I'm going to say it all tonight. I feel like these squads aren't going to be as aggressive as we've seen them in the scrims. I mean, I know they've been talking about it a lot, like, oh, we're just going to go full-blown, send it. We're not scared of nobody. But I don't believe it, Wicked. I don't believe it. I mean, everyone's going to be playing with their tails between their legs here tonight.
Everyone's got their sweatpants on tonight, Dave. Definitely. But as you can see, LTU already losing Chacho from AP. They took a kill there, Yasnaya. So that's going to affect their endgame. Losing one player early on is very detrimental to the endgame, the success for a chicken dinner there.
So we're looking around here. It is AP Richie just going to be continuing to, loot. Nothing too crazy going on right now. The squad is going to be separated for the time being. Still 4 members alive here to start out the night here in Groups A and B.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing the big names doing well here, like Spacestation Gaming, Pittsburgh Knights. Team JCR, a very promising young team that I've seen in scrimmages. They've been challenging the top teams and have been winning some gunfights. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going. Obviously, the Tribe Gaming is a crowd favorite as well, and also the Unnamed is someone to look out for.
So just a reminder, we are streaming not only on the PUBG Mobile channel on Twitch, but also on YouTube. So there's multiple ways for everybody to tune on in here tonight. I'm going to be paying attention probably to the Twitch chat. So let us know what teams you're cheering for. And we're going to have Wicked paying attention to the YouTube chat. So we're going to be at war all night long. Whose chats are better? Stay tuned to find out, right? Who's got the more support for their squads as well. The Knights, though, a team that everybody knows, super aggressive, going to be out here staying with the DP. And I believe that's the 4-time scope, if I am not mistaken. They got JOVI right there in their sightlines. I believe that was Gabby, probably scouting for the squad. You're going to want to be extremely cautious not to get taken down and out in that scouting process.
Yeah, so JOVI, one of those teams named after a cat, if anyone didn't know that. It was after a cat.
I mean, their logo is a cat. It's like a cat with a red sun behind it. So
yeah,
actually pretty clean logo. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty clean.
I like it.
Really nice. So
better than my stick figures, that's for sure, Dave.
Hey, that's the new meta. Tomorrow we got Group C and D. The Puffins, they have a bull as their logo, and that's it. So originality, you get a couple points for that. Unfortunately not. So LTU, LaTinosUnds, going to be out here. Looks like they are finally geared on up. And we got Richie with the scar using that third-person perspective to try to get some type of information.
Yeah, Richie, former Lights Out member, former Team Totality. He's got a bit experienced on him. JOVI out here in the fields. slump Gabby prophecy. Not sure where Caitlyn is at the moment. She might be scouting out a spot for a team. But JOVI, very strong squad. They're pretty consistent in the scrimmages that we've seen in NA.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very promising team in the group stages for sure.
I mean, the thing about JOVI that I hope they've been working on here is it's either always Gabby or Caitlyn who are out there, you know, scouting. You know what you need to do. I mean, it's an important role on the squad, but I always see one of them being taken down in that process. So hopefully, from the scrims that they've been practicing all month long, all 2 months long, they've kind of worked on rotating a little more safer. Because I mean, we know at the end of the final circles, most of the times it comes down to just a straight up numbers game and who has the most players alive. Ooh, I like that skin, by the way. That was a nice skin. So that was a nice skin. I've never seen that skin before. Circle number 2, it's up. Centralized Space Station, straight chilling all night long here on this Erangel match.
It's not going to force any teams for engagement. They can pretty much stay where they are. JCR have to rotate in to the east, but they have a clear path through the prison area. We got 8 Gen coming in from the west. They have to fight through DoYu, Pittsburgh Knights, AVX. That western side of the circle is very congested there, Dave. I'm worried about a few teams getting in early engagements there. SSG, straight chilling, as you said, right in the center.
Yeah, Pochinki, bloodbath in Pochinki. We're going to be seeing it here. I mean, we still got 16 teams alive. Wouldn't be surprised if we lose at least 2 or 3 of them here. It all depends on how cautious they can be.
Caitlyn right down in the military island base. She's very split up. Here goes Sam on the F16 shots on Fishy. On the rotation, AVX just down below in the farmhouses. PK Sam drops down to his belly, gets the DP28 shots. It's a while to reload that DP28.
What does it have? What, 48 bullets in that pizza mag, right? 48?
47.
47, off by one number. I know the Bison's, what, 50, what, 56, 57, 56? Somewhere around there. I tend to pick up the Bison because, you know, my aim is a little off here and there. That's why I'm Platinum 4, Dave. But I'm working on it, Wicked.
Platinum 4?
Hey, I'm proud of my Platinum, man. I'm proud of my Platinum, all right?
Just as long as you don't fall off cliffs, montages of you falling off cliffs on Twitter.
Hey, people like seeing me fall off cliffs, but no, I've gotten a little better since then. Still constantly improving. But talk about teams trying to improve out here. We see the Knights are going to have a little 2-2 split going on out there in the distance. Seems like a lot of teams are going to be utilizing this strategy as we see Epic in the kill feed taking down one of the members from LaTinoUnds. HQA also utilizing a 2-2 split. We got 2 on the roof out here. Ooh, we got some VSS action in the lobby as well in the distance.
Boosted and Underdogs fighting each other right now, and Tribe and LTU. The Unnamed about to rotate past HQA here. HQA are aware that they're there, but we'll only do some pepper shots for now. Just letting them know, hey, this is our area. Don't come over here.
Don't even think about it. So, Romp having a little 1v1 battle on the edge. Looks like they're going to be attempting to gatekeep Kobos out there.
Is Kobos the last one? No,
like Kobos' squad mates are out there, in the blue. But Romp could inflict major damage. I don't believe Romp spots out Kobos quite yet. Here comes Romp's other squad mates to provide that support. And it looks like we're getting a good old-fashioned gatekeep.
Yep, Underdogs doing it very well. Boosted. Have to fight through. They have the lower ground as well. Underdogs have all the advantage. And going through that blue, taking away life as you go through into the circle is not good for Boosted right now. And there we go, Kawaii going ham there on Stevo, and now taking shots at Psycho. They do see his rotation. He's getting tagged up very low here. He's in danger of getting knocked just as he gets into the zone.
Psycho going for those Psycho rotations, extremely low when it comes to their HP. I believe able to just make it on into this new circle, should be able to get some health. But Stevo taken down by Stacks from the M4. There goes 1 point on the board, at least for the squad.
Yep, Psycho did make it into the circle safely. Looks like Underdogs on rotation now. Trying to prioritize the zone. The zone has now shifted towards the bridge area.
Whoa!
Wow.
This is huge. We're only in circle number 3. I want to say we have around 35% water in it. We might have a squad. I think I saw a squad down there in military base. They're going to be laughing. Most likely next circle will not favor them, but they can at least out-survive all these squads fighting for that little terrain available right now.
Yeah, and we see the chat. It's Monica's birthday today, so happy birthday, Monica. Yeah, I hope you had a great birthday.
Yep, Monica will also be joining us here in PMCO, so I'm happy to be with everybody. I'm happy everybody's tuning on in. Hopefully everybody's straight chilling here tonight. We got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday stacked full of PUBG Mobile, so make sure you tune on in to live streams. Make sure you watch the VODs. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your brother. Clear your schedule. Call out of work if you need to. If you work at night, you know, just like,
don't worry about that wedding that you're invited to.
The wedding, yeah. Cancel it, you know, push it back, you know, that bar mitzvah, you know, push it back. They'll understand. Or just watch it at the bar mitzvah. And just
now
enjoy.
we got Underdogs getting pinned here by Pittsburgh Knights. They got all angles on this shed, Stacks on very low health, and so is Romp. And here comes J7. He's going to go for the slow push with the buggy. No, he's just going to go for a different angle. And what I like about Pittsburgh Knights, they are very solo units, but they come together mid-game and to the end. And now they're pinning down Underdogs in that shed.
Underdogs. Sin looks like they're going to be pulling up, trying to unload. I believe that was J7 will be getting the better half of Sin. J7
there's a grenade
with the Uzi. Here comes the grenade right on into the smoke. But I believe Romp and Stacks are inside the shed. Does not matter. They will be connected on. I believe one more member for the Underdogs is going to be alive down there. Will we go for points? Nope. We're going to be spotted by Jagger the Fragger.
This could be it for Underdogs. Kawaii is behind the rock. And they have spotted him.
Yeah.
Here goes Jagger right now.
That
with the
just
AKM.
like that.
He's got the headshot. There we go. Pittsburgh Knights just eliminated Underdogs.
Underdogs, the first squad eliminated from this lobby here tonight. They will have 3 more games to go in the kill feed. Oh, mistakes were made. We caught that. Juicy connecting on to Angry with the grenade. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. F's in the chat.
Did he have it in his hand and he just got eliminated?
I don't know, but
it just feels like that way.
Talk about squad mates stuck in a tight situation. QVQ, Haisu, yep. Gonna be chilling right here. I don't know if we're gonna go for the shots. Next circle is not too far. Looks like Jagger's on the hunt though. Gonna have to be very cautious.
Okay, now we've got the Unnamed versus HQA. HQA do have the compound, the hardcover. The Unnamed in a group looking for some kills here. They don't have any at the moment. But it's going to get really busy soon once the next circle gets placed and all the rotating teams come into the new zone. But that northern edge, really busy. Look at SSG now starting to get engagements with teams coming in. JCR getting knocked there, Skrilla. And HQA just chilling here on this defilade, overlooking TU.
A lot of teams, the Unnamed, going to have a little compound for the time being. Here we go, checking it in with Space Station. So, unfortunately, I don't see Angry here. Angry, yep, is dead. We see a little tombstone by their name. So, that will be interesting to get a follow-up on exactly what happened with them. But Team JCR going to be right in their sight lines. Phi right here. That's what I'm going to go with. Going to be looking at Shifan and Juicy over there. Could be a little... a decent little skirmish out here on the eastern edge of this new circle.
Yeah, SSG, both these teams have 3 players alive. They did lose a casualty early, but you know, I like a good fair fight, 3v3 in the farmhouses. Let's see who gets the milk.
Yeah, who gets the milk? Who's milking the cows here?
I had to say it.
At farm. We'll see. I mean, both of these teams, they could be somewhat passive here. They don't need to be ultra aggressive just because they are within this new circle. So they can kind of just play the waiting game and, wait until maybe someone makes a mistake. Maybe they peek a window. Maybe you get an off angle. I do see Zion out there. Might be the playmaker for JCR. We'll have to find out here very shortly. And it looks like G-Fan will actually be tagged and bagged over here. It looks like they were getting a little distracted. Oh, vehicle explosions in the kill feed as well. J7 on the Knights. Things are just falling apart,
no.
Wicked.
We got self-nades. We got vehicle explosions. The other teams don't even need to do anything. They're doing it for themselves. And now we got X Gamers on LTU now. We got Kist. I'm gonna say that's what his name is. And we got Kira in the shed. It's desperate times when you're stuck in the shed on your lonesome with a vehicle outside of it.
Shed life is the best life, all right? the rent is low. You flip the AC switch, it gets super cold in like a minute. It's all good to go. So next circle did go on up, all right? It's going to shift all the way out there to the west. This circle has just been yoinking up, down, left, and right.
Yep, JOVI in the circle and also AYS. And then we got JCR and SSG still at it here on the edge of zone. SSG looking like they want to rotate. Juicy preparing that buggy for their new rotation into the circle. We got Rand taking a knock there on Dorado.
Oh, it looks like Space Station actually going to be taking just a smidge of blue damage to avoid any type of sightline action happening out there.
Yeah, little blue doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah, a little blue doesn't hurt anyone. Not yet, at least. See a lot of squads in the mini map on the top right-hand corner, already in vehicles, trying to rotate on in. We got AP out here trying to get the revive onto one of their members. AP 4 alive now. Survival should be healing on up, and yep, there goes the last knock. 12 teams alive so far.
Yep. As you can see, we got X Gamers, AbusementPrk, pretty much a parallel in rotating inside the zone. JOVI right next to SSG. And we got X Gamers here looking to rotate in a little bit further. Or maybe they're just using that buggy for vehicle protection. And JCR flying it in, full sending it into the zone. We know each piece of realty in here is going to be very priceless for the teams rotating in. There's not going to be much left.
Yeah, we see JOVI kind of getting picked apart right there. Like you mentioned, they are going to be centralized. They have a little deflate to work with. They did kind of take out that thorn in their side. We had a solo member out there on the beach, so they should be able to get a revive. And Spacestation Gaming right back on them, still managing to have 3 members alive here. And we were talking about it earlier, the shack life. Unfortunately, this shack, no roof, so that AC bill is going to be extremely high.
Yeah, and you can see HQA using that vehicle cover. Heartless knocked behind it. It's going to be hard to get him up with only 1 or 2 players up. JOVI somehow got their players up and now back to 3 strong. And SSG with that shack life, AVX up in the distance there, pretty much chilling where on their side of the zone. Juicy looking for some frags. They got 3 kills at the moment, and it's getting super busy here in this circle.
Chat, I know it's in slow mode right now on Twitch, but place your bets. If you got the emotes for your squads, throw them out there right now. We got 8 teams remaining. Which team will get the very first chicken dinner here in the PMCO group stage? Groups A versus B. Who are you feeling? And another yoink all the way to the east side, Wicked. These circles, I'm telling you, the players can't catch a break. They can't catch a break.
I feel like the circles are trolling. It's gonna be troll circles now. I can feel it in the air, Dave. There's gonna be weird circles everywhere on islands and all sorts of circles.
You and Phil Collins can both feel it in the air. So got something in common out here. We got Space Station Juicy.
Yeah.
Chief fan with AZ from HQA in their sight lines. Looks like, one thing that Space Station are doing is they're trying to be as aggressive as possible within their means, of course, and trying to rack up as many kills as possible. I like to see it, that aggression in game number 1. Looks like AZ from HQA is going to blow up that vehicle for cover, but here comes AP with the smoke wall.
Look at that. They're looking for a path inside the zone now. Using those smokes as cover, using the vehicles to go through it as well. They're going to need those vehicles for hard cover once they get in there. Because look at the circle now, there's only some sheds and a couple of trees for protection. And as you can see, Juicy doing some work now on AVX.
AVX pulling up to that rock. Juicy, I believe, took a couple shots here and there, but it seems like AVX were able to make it on over there. They should be able to get the revive. I think that's either Goat or Boat. Can't really make it out from this angle over here, but I do see one of the members from X Games right behind them as well. So they're going to need to be extremely cautious. Juicy right there in that concrete shack. I really love the split that Space Station have going on right now.
Yeah, Juicy's right in the center of the storm right now with 4 teams around him in that shack. I'm surprised no team has tried to throw a grenade in there, but it's busy everywhere else.
Yeah.
We've got the Rejects 4 strong though. They've got the most players on the board right now.
Yeah, this could be a huge game for the Rejects if they could just manage to get that steamy first chicken dinner here, because after you get the first chicken dinner, the pressure is kind of lifted off you. But we saw Orion right there with the heart-shaped, still celebrating Valentine's Day. To me, that's a big red target. Wicked.
Maybe the Valentine never came. That's why
He's got a belt still.
They went to Chipotle and the date never showed up.
Look at that troll airdrop though, Dave. Right in the center. Anyone gonna go for that?
I don't know if anyone's going for it, but I did see AVX moving as a unit to pull up onto Juicy. They're just getting shredded to bits right here. We see him getting taken down in the kill feed. Yep, third party. JOVI is going to be playing the edge right now, being forced to fight TR, the Rejects.
And this JOVI needs to start moving now. The zone is starting to creep in. Juicy crawling towards here, the remaining members of SSG. The Rejects do have 4 strong. One is knocked. X Gamers have I think a 2-1 split there. HQA on their side pretty much chilling. And Prophecy grabbing a knock there on, I believe, the Regulators. The Rejects.
Hey, they're regulating the circles, or at least they're attempting to do so. We do see Juicy able to actually regroup with their squad mates. That's a surprise. Yes, he did get taken down, but I believe the revive should be successful. Over here, we see JOVI tossing out some smokes. Looks like they're looking to reposition. A lot of players with the DP in game number 1.
Yeah, DP only exclusive to Erangel, so a lot of players right now utilizing that very well. Has very good recoil control if you ever use the DP, and a lot of players do love using it.
Everybody loves the DP. So looking at this circle, we got 5 teams remaining. Shifan prepping a grenade onto HQA.
Oh.
Is that good?
This could hit.
Oh, okay. It hit fairly close, but I don't believe we saw any damage come out. Shifan also tossing a molly on over there as well, so definitely aware of those enemies in that close proximity.
Yeah, SSG right in the center. Like, all teams are probably looking at them right now. Beach has a shot at Slump. Slump has been eliminated. Turns on Prophecy. Gets knocked himself for a third party. And HQA very close to SSG. I think AZ has them in the sights. Juicy has to stand up to get into the zone, and AZ has spotted him. Will he eliminate? He gets third partied himself. X Gamers gaming tonight.
Yo, we're all gaming, all right? We're all gaming. I'm gaming. I'm not even playing. So we got, what is it? 3 teams remaining. Gabby from JOVI the Snake, Juicy from Spacestation Gaming the Snake, and then 2 members alive from XGR. Who will get the chicken dinner? It looks like just like that.
Oh, wow.
Just like that. It's done.
I blinked and it just happened.
I also blinked. And I guess they were able to take out both of those solo members simultaneously and get the chicken. I mean, look at that. 6 kills, 1 kill.
Gamers.
3 kills.
Wow.
I mean, coming out of, I want to say the woodworks. I know they've probably been grinding for some time, but I mean, this is the first time I'm getting to see them perform at this this level of competition.
Yeah, but they can successfully say they got the first chicken in the group stages. X Gamers with 10 kills. SSG, usually consistent squad with 5 kills in second place. JOVI, named after a cat, 5 kills in third place.
So that's game number 1. This is groups A versus B. They have 3 more maps to go here as we continue to scroll on down just to get all the points. So, ooh, the Knights went out in 14th place.
Oh, that went pretty early.
Unfortunate. And they only got 1 kill. I thought we saw them bragging out over there.
No, they had
Jaggers
4
got
kills.
2. Okay,
Yeah,
4 kills.
altogether.
Yeah, I mean, they were making plays. I got to give it to them. They were making plays. But you got to keep in mind, lobbies A and B, each group, they only have 12 games. So groups A and groups B, they only have 11 more games to go. They're going to want to keep that in mind moving forward. You know, this was the first game. You know, shake it off. Shake off those nerves.
Absolutely.
You know, and just, you know, keep powering forward. You know, if the team didn't live up to their expectations in game number 1, shake it off. Worry about it later. Play your game.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, some of these teams that probably haven't released their secret sauce until the group stages. So a lot of teams like X Gamers that came out of nowhere probably were just chilling maybe in the scrimmages. You know, don't want to reveal their tactics just yet. And as you can see, they've got 10 kills, double digits, first chicken dinner of group stages.
Double digits. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with game number 2 and hopefully some scores.
Yep, we're going to be in Sanhok in the next map.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are gearing up for game number 2 here. I'm Mustache Dave, joined with Wicked. Game 1 in the
Hello,
books.
hello. Yep. Going to X Gamers Gaming, first chicken dinner of the group stages. Must be exciting for them to be the first one to do it. They're the first one to do it.
That pressure, maybe lift it off just a little bit. Not completely, because I mean they still got 11 games to go. Of course, we're over here looking at the mosh pit of players here. We need to have like a special game mode where they all just see who can punch each other out and who's the last one.
Yeah. I don't think the apples are good enough for that. They used to have Angry Birds in there as well.
Oh yeah. I want to see a boxing match though. I mean, just a one-off boxing match. Right here, all these players, all these teams. So it's beautiful. So players are in the plane. We are ready to go in game number 2.
Now, are we going to see a boot camp hot drop on the first Sanhok map? I don't think so.
Like we said, yeah, teams, they're going to play a little cautious here, at least on their first night, which you would assume, they want to get the maximum amount of points as possible before they start turning up that heat and being a little more riskier.
Sometimes the safe drops become the hot drop. A lot of teams do this exactly same thing, trying to play it safe. Ends up 2 or 3 teams there that they're unexpecting. Looks like SSG on their way to boot camp, I believe. The Unnamed off to the Ruins Camp Alpha area. That eastern side getting populated by the Underdogs, LTU, JCR is in one of the camps, I believe. And DY getting a knock on HQA really quickly at the start.
Unfortunate to be knocked out here and sent back to the waiting room, essentially. These players, by the way, ready up quicker. All right. I know you want to get your water, use the restroom and stuff, but let's get these games rolling. But we are in game number 2. JCR going to be out here. I did see, and you mentioned a team might have been long dropping over there to Camp Alpha. Might be a smart play. We do have circle number 1 up, but look at this, Wicked.
Oh, wow.
3 squads here.
Yep, we got DY, we got HQA, Heartless on very low health, Easy Kwang grouping up together there. Team 18, Team 9, they look like the same. They got the same collar above their names, but they are actually separate. The Rejects and DY are now pushing towards each other. HQA scrambling to get some weapons. They're very low on supplies, and they're actually rotating out. Probably a smart play by them. They're trying to get loot over early engagement right now. And QBZ shots from Cross, getting a knock on Derek, and El Dorado on very, very low health there, putting them on the back foot.
Yeah. I'm curious if they have enough room to work with to get Derek up. We need to see Derek kind of across that little river over here in Pine Nam, so it will be a risky play. And you got to think they probably don't have the optimal loot right now, as we are only 3 minutes into the match. But as we see, HQA, they're going to be making a push over here. Uzis, AKs, lock and loaded. Taking them out.
It looks like HQA saw that they were low from the early engagement. Easy going for the drop shot, grabs the knock on the man, and gets the flush. HQA looking to get some kills early. Kill points are important too, Dave.
Of course.
If you rack enough kill points, that along with the placement points, that can be a lot of good placement for the team overall.
Yep. And it looks like Derek just kind of crawling around, trying to get some type of information, trying to get the whereabouts on where Medic is. And I believe relaying that information back to as we watch, these squads are going to be fighting it out over here, down to 12 teams remaining, Wicked.
Yep, 12 teams. As before, we got HQA wiping a DU, and the Unnamed came in as well. We got Pittsburgh Knights right now, just patrolling their area with X Gamers very close to their vicinity. Booster just laying low in a compound nearby, playing a passive game at the moment. And Jagger just gathering information for his team on his side. And what I like about Pittsburgh Knights, they kind of split up a little bit, covering all angles, and they do trust each other on not getting knocked and finished, but they do come together mid-game and at the end of the game and work as a unit. So let's see if it fares well for them right now. We've got one more circle shift coming in soon. The rejects coming in from the south. They have a clear path. And right in the middle again, SSG. They just love the center of the zone. And X Gamers, PK, Boosted, all centralized. Tribe Gaming to the east with the Underdogs.
Yep, a lot of teams still trying to make their way on in. We do see JOVI going to be utilizing that bridge all the way out there to the west and side. Latinos, you need those out here just in the foothills. You got to make sure you pronounce it right.
Latinos.
Latino, you need those. Got to make sure
Need those.
it's good. They got 4 kills so far, so they're doing a lot better this game compared to their game number 1.
Yeah, a lot of teams need improving, but it is only first game. Second game, they have a chance to improve on their placement points and kill points. And HQA definitely improving on their kill points from last game. They've already got a few kills under their belt. So, and here we go. Sam now going ham with the M4 on Stevio from Boosted. I love that scope switch. From medium range to short range scope, and Sam climbing off the rock there, trying to get a better angle, and Pittsburgh Knights getting aggressive and boosted. Kobos and Lopez on the back foot. They have angles on PK though, so they're not really pushing as hard as they would be, knowing that there's angles in place. Raven going through the compound, probably searching for some loot, and right now it is a bit quiet. Using that third person peeking.
Yep, Raven out here gonna continue to get as much information as possible. Surprisingly, you know, we had our action in the transition, but a lot of these squads do have somewhat of a safe location right now. They're just gonna be holding it down as we are extremely early on in this match. Team's gonna be playing passive. They have their compounds. Maybe getting some crates. Why not? Might as well go for it. So this is
the level 3 gear and great weapons.
Groza,
definitely valuable.
You know, Groza maybe. I mean, we'll see a team pop up in here with that, and you know,
as you grow the skills.
Easy.
As you grow the skills. As you grow the skills, Dave.
Not the best, but I gotta say it's kind of tilting when you don't have the Groza and you're playing like what is it, that domination map. Groza in the domination is just on another level here.
It should just be called Groza training and TDM.
Groza training.
Domination. Yeah, Groza training.
It is fun though. Domination is fun. So we're over here, you know, still checking in a couple teams. Just chilling. MK14 is gonna be in this crate actually, so not our Groza, but still a viable weapon. Circles continue to close here, Wicked, as we do see Maniac squaring off against Outsider.
Yep, we've got X Gamers now. We've got Outsider on the lower ground. X Gamers have all the elevation, and now Ralphino going damage on Tribe Gaming right now, and they are on the back foot. Outsider trying his best. Try to suppress them down behind that rock, while he's Mamo trying to go for the off angle there and trying to get into the zone. X Gamers now have to try to scramble to get in the zone. They don't have it. SSG looks like they're in the background ready to pounce if there's a third party available, but X Gamers looks like they're rotating to SSG right now.
Yep, we're in circle number 4. Tribe They're going to be on the edge, fighting for any type of position they can get right now. In the blue, looks like X Game will be attempting to gatekeep. Remember, X Gamer, they did get chicken dinner in game number 1. Tribe going to be taking some shots out here. Memo just made it on into a new circle. Here comes Outsider to provide that support. They didn't take much damage. 2 members alive from Tribe. That's it. They're down to the very end of their wits here. They're going to be using this rock as cover. X Gamers, I believe, spotting them, but having some major issues of their own to deal with. Meanwhile, the entirety of the game, Spacestation Gaming, have been in a decent position. They're going to be each having their own little bungalow for the time being, and don't really need to worry too much unless they get crashed in on right now. But they're going to have some decent angles. Surprisingly, they only have 1 kill, but positioning is everything right now.
Yep, Sanhok definitely favoring SSG. This is their favorite map. This is their strongest map. They've been more consistent in it in the previous tournaments. But at the moment, the Unnamed giving a team right now, X Games, the winners last map, some major worry trying to get into the zone. And they do have teams approaching from the rear. Pittsburgh Knights now approaching SSG, who've been just sitting in that compound. And X Game is getting shot there by Beach. Beach from downtown takes out the last remember of X Gamers. And now we're down to 17 Pittsburgh Knights on their way over. The Unnamed on an elevated position. Angry does see them. And we also have 8 Gen. Parallel to LTU right now. The Unnamed pushing in to the new zone. They're on the south side. Getting some energy drinks up. Getting that health up. Ready for those final circles.
Yep. And there we go. Next circle does go on up. Spacestation Gaming still going to be in that smack middle, baby, with their compounds.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm wondering when they're going to decide to actually regroup with each other, if that is in their playbook, or if they should just continue to hold their 2-2 split. But we do have over here still alive LaTinoUnds. Looks like we got 8G hot on their trail as well. A lot of squads outside of the new play zone. They're going to need to fight for survival, make sure they're not backstabbed while making that push. But also watch out for these bungalows where Space Station are just going to be straight chilling, laying down the fire.
Yeah, they could just sit there the rest of the map, and while the rest of the teams just go fight each other and eliminate each other out. As you can see now, we've got 8 Gen taking some spray on AVX, and now getting third party from another team that's outside of those bungalows, and the Unnamed still have 4 strong. AVX losing another one by Lucas. And now we've got QBU shots from GOAT. QBU only exclusive in Sanhok, who places the Mini 14. Now we've got Trigger also getting the stims up. They're ready to go push into Pittsburgh Knights, who are right next to SSG. And the Unnamed also trying to sandwich SSG with PK.
Yep, the Unnamed still with 4 alive as well, so they have those numbers to work with here. Using the smoke wall, they got Lucas holding the off angles, making sure there are no snakes in the grass to potentially backstab them right now. Space Station Gaming still with that 2-2 split. Lucas gonna be stuck in the blue, taking a little bit of damage, unnecessary damage, but doesn't have much cover to work with. Gonna be bleeding on out after taking some shots onto AVX out there. I believe Lucas finally making it on into the zone as their squad mates are being grenaded by Shifan.
Yeah, there we go. The Unnamed slowly getting into the bungalow area. AVX in deep trouble. They got the smokes out. Everyone seems to be aiming at them at the moment. SSG, TU now getting pinned by Juicy. Juicy got that peek on the left side of the building. Chiefan with the M7 going aggressive here. Sees Lucas, knocks him down, and looking for the rest of the team now. He's going in for the cleanup. TU are in trouble. Juicy gets knocked there by Bucky's M4 and tries to get the finish, but he ducks for cover. And now we've got TU, SSG on opposite rocks right next to their vicinity. AVX is now in relief. They're behind a rock on the opposite end, while TU and SSG just battle it out.
Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Space Station, they had that 2-2 split. It's only a matter of time before these two teams on the outskirts start to fight for their positioning. So Rand gonna be popping up from the Unnamed. The Unnamed, they did lose Lucas out there. She-Fan still gonna be bleeding on out. Angry down as well. So it's up to Juicy and Beach as they are gonna start to feel the hurt from these grenades. She-Fan gonna be trying to crawl across the street right here, unsuccessful.
Yeah, now we got down to 3 teams.
All right, so it seems like, the mice, they just needed some cheese, and, we gave them the cheese. Hopefully they're satisfied because it was, mozzarella, and I don't know, the
The
cuisine.
prime stuff, Dave.
It was off-brand, though. It was off-brand mozzarella.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
it was on discount, not going to lie. So we might need to invest in some solar power around here, Wicked, to really make sure things are working smoothly. But we do have some things working on in the background to ensure that it is smooth. It's only day one. We didn't miss much action. We are in game number 3, Wicked. So I'm hoping, I'm praying. I got my fingers crossed. But like we said, working on some things, so we should be able to avoid this moving forward. We're in game number 3.
Yeah, and a few teams already landed. We've got the Unnamed saluting already. Match 3, Miramar. We know Miramar has the most craziest endings. Sometimes we have some early fights, but there's a little bit of lull in the battle sometimes in that mid game. And as you can see, the rejects now taking some of the AVX players apart. Outsider with Tribe Gaming and Memo grabbing that buggy for that long rotation, probably to Chimicera. And we got a bit of Hacienda del Patron action here with the rejects and AVX. Trigger on the outside of the building, the man holding that rock. Trigger going around the building here, trying to wrap around. Probably trying to escape because I think he's the only player left from AVX, unless he is split looting. Yes, he is. So he is isolated by himself at Hacienda. Try to listen out for the noise. He's got the M7. At least he's weaponized. And the rejects pushing as a team. Trying to find this solo player on Hacienda.
I mean, it's their mansion, essentially. They're over here. They're inside. They're defending it. They, I believe, are aware of Trigger, as we do see some grenades popping on off over there. AVX Trigger, the lone member from the team out here on the walls. No real positions to take up, but it looks like they're going to be breaching the compound down here. Surprisingly enough, going to be walking right into the Hornet's nest and taking down and out. Interesting plays for a solo member. I mean, you got to call a spade because I was a solo member pushing on into essentially a 4-person roster. Meanwhile, their squad mates pulling up on the opposite end of the compound trying to provide that support.
I think mistakes were making that day because now it's a 2v4. I feel like he should have waited for his rest of members to come in to at least make it a fairer fight. But now we've got El Dorado. Oh, he got a bit of that grenade and he's going to try to throw some utilities back at them. And now they're kind of cornered AVX. They had the opportunity to rotate out, but now it's just a little bit too late. Now the rejects throwing some more utilities. You see the Molotov near the buggy there. Medic at the front line. And Orion just hugging that deflate and listening out for the enemy team to approach them.
Yeah, we got Orion out there squaring off against Medic and Goat, able to get 3rd place in the previous game, kind of squaring off against No Mercy out there. And the man, trying to get the wraparound, trying to get the alternate angle over here on our heart bus. Yep, the smokes are going to be tossed on out there, blocking the sidelines from the man. And Medic going to be pushing on up from the high ground, going to be connecting, but Orion responding to the Medic.
Yep, Orion tagged really low. He's got the Valentine's outfit still going on. And interesting move by the Medic, pushing by himself towards AVX. Now No Mercy on the left flank. And the man has backed off once that smokes have been put off. And Medic grabs the knock with the M7. And Goat's last member left from AVX. Tries to get one. He gets one piece. Can he get the second? He does go down on the ground. And he gets eliminated. Just like that.
Take it down and out. Just like that.
I thought some amazing play was gonna happen, but they just eliminated him just like that. It was just so quick.
Throwing out that quick air punch, showing them what's up over here. Represent. Circle is gonna be on up though, out there all the way on the west side. We do got a couple teams up there by Camp Militar. I see about there's a decent amount actually up there in the northeast that are gonna need to rotate through the mountainous terrain. Latino Una Dos out here. Gonna be straight
Guess
chilling.
who's in the center again?
Space
Dave?
Station?
You got it.
You got
they they have their radar on today because that's multiple maps now that they've got
Whoa,
center of the zone.
You got the radar on. Whoa, whoa,
Oh, oh, oh.
whoa. They're definitely getting lucky, though. I definitely give it to them. I mean, they've been practicing every day in all types of scrims, you know, so I have a decent feeling that they are competent of reading these circles and, you know, getting the most optimal position. And it's clearly showing here in these games. Meanwhile, other squads have just been outrunning the blue zone, playing the edge, and it just hasn't been working out for them, unfortunately.
Yeah, do you here on rotation now? One of the teams I haven't really, I think they don't really participate in what I've seen, but I'm hoping to see a lot more from them as we go through the group stages. They are in a the whole squad's in there. In one vehicle, that's risky plays there, and so is LTU. There must be lack of vehicles in the vicinity because
They're loading
that's
up.
usually not the play on these tournaments.
We're loading up.
One vehicle.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they're loading up. Extremely risky, but like you said, it depends on their position and how far they are from the circle. So, I mean, you kind of just got to risk it for the biscuit at this stage, unfortunate. Hopefully, no team does spot them out and just start spraying on them and, you know, exploding the entirety of that team. Would be unlucky. Kind of like the mice in the background, you know, saying the same thing, how unlucky they are to eat the mozzarella cheese. So we do see the other teams not in circle number one going to start to rotate on in at least. So you like to see
we've
it.
got a few teams out there like Do You, 8gen, far northeast, southeast of the map. SSG just straight on chilling. They have the center of the zone, and they've got this city to themselves. So they're getting a lot of loot here. They're at least level 2'd out. They got a bunch of meds. You can see Beach with 4 med kits. Sorry, first aids. And then with Angry with 2 9 bandages. Bandage is really good these days. Since the update, you can bandage while you're in the vehicle when you're in a passenger. The bandage is very useful these days. And oh, looks like Prophecy did get eliminated there by Medic out in the middle of nowhere. And Caitlyn grabbing the vehicle. Prophecy already eliminated. JOVI now a 3-player team in Miramar.
Yeah, we saw them earlier, able to defend their mansion location. 5 kills so far for the squad. Everybody's still alive. No mercy. Medic, the man. I mean, everybody's in here straight cruising on in. No mercy with 3 kills to themselves, feeling extremely confident on this Miramar match. I mean, that's the type of play that you know, if you didn't perform so well in games 1 or 2, it's just a feels good moment. I mean, just to already have 5 kills in circle number 1.
Yeah, this point system, you kind of have to have a balance. If you go for placement and risk just the placement points, if you don't get a good placement, you won't get much points at all. But if you balance it out with kills as well, those kill points can be a major factor in the overall points.
Next circle does go on up. Not too harsh of a shift when it comes to a majority of these squads. A lot of the teams still out there in the north and northeast still going to be transitioning on in from circle number 1. Unfortunate for them, but they're going to have to continue on making that rotate. Other squads, like we keep mentioning, smack in the middle of Space Station, just going to be watching.
I think on the break, I think the other teams would just say, "Hey, SSG, are you guys gonna be landing? You know, because we want to be where you guys are." They have the center of zone again. Let's see if they really need it though, because you want that kind of luck when you really need it. Further on in the stage, especially in the semi-finals and finals. We've got the rejects here. They have a gatekeeping opportunity on Do You as they rotate inside the blue. They're going to try to skip that path towards the rejects. And El Dorado just scouting out the area. He knows there is a team behind him. And the rejects now pushing towards, they're just edging the zone. They're pretty much border patrol right now, looking for teams as they go inside. The man has a Car 98, level 2'd out, got the elf
The man.
costume.
I love it. I love it. That's the man
The
right
man.
there. That's the man in the lobby. All right, you gotta show, give him the room to work with over here. So, do you see the squad out here gonna be around the edge? Stacks, Romp, Sin. Last game kind of getting called out, I believe, by one of the members from Spacestation Gaming. So, we got some teams as well. They just haven't really been popping off. I mean, we saw X Gamer win game number 1, but they've been pretty quiet in game number 2. JOVI had fantastic positioning in game number 1 on Erangel, and then game number 2 kind of sizzled on out as well. So I would like to see these squads kind of continue with their game 1 momentum here. I know it was kind of a clown fiesta on Sanhok, so can't hold it against them too much, but every map, counts, as now if you are in groups A or B, you're down to 10 matches left. Yeah, because they already played 2, and each group gets 12 matches in total. So you got to keep that in mind, Wicked.
Yeah, so the top 24 will go into the next stage, so every point is crucial. As is Sichin right now, they don't really need to move from their position. They have centralized of the zone. As you can see, they're just straight on chilling. GC's looking for the airdrop, looking to get some crate weapons. We have Underdogs now in a fight with LTU. Rob, very low health now, getting tagged up by Gabriel on that ridge line. Chacho going for that off angle. Rob getting that heal off. And now this could be an LTU and Underdog affair. And Hawaii's looking at the windows, looking for enemies approaching. Stacks with the Vector inside the brick building. And now we've got Chacho, and looks like they're getting picked up now. Yep, it looks like they're rotating around Underdogs, which is prioritized the zone, and now we're up to X Gamers up on the hill. So they won the first map. Can they get a double dub tonight? That's what they're looking for.
That'd be great. That would be great. I mean, a double dub chicken dinner to start off night number 1 here on this beautiful Tuesday evening. We'll definitely have the X Gamers walking away here, feeling good with a nice little point gap, at least, between them and the other squads, because you kind of touched on it. We got groups A, B, C, and D, and each group, they're all having their points tallied up to the same leaderboard, competing for the same spots here, as only the top 24 teams from all the groups combined will make it on into the next stage. So the more chicken dinners, the higher your chances of being in that top 24 position.
Yeah, and there's some really good teams as well in group E and D. Looking at them, we've Singularity, we've got Wildcard, we've got Simplicity, Martial Arts. There's heaps of top tier teams up in those C and Ds in the next couple days.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about it. I mean, you mentioned a couple of them. SNG, they've been just popping off in their scrims. Universe 7 has been a squad that's known for being extremely consistent. So when it comes to just having to breach that top 24 gap, I mean, the teams that are most consistent will be favored highly in those situations. But getting back to this game, we got JOVI making a rotate, and I believe Memo from Tribe might have spotted out this rotate, might have recognized these members in the vehicle, opting not to take any shots, as it might just be too risky because Memo is kind of spread out from the squad, so you wouldn't want a 3-member squad of JOVI pulling up on them. So just getting some information. JOVI going for that wide rotate on into the next zone.
Yeah, X Game is now pulling up onto a single-story compound. We've got the Unnamed very close by to the north, and Unnamed they did amazing in Sanhok. I believe they did get the dub. Yeah, they did get the dub over SSG.
Yeah.
Juicy soloing
Got
it at
second
the
place.
end with AVX. So they are on momentum right now. They should be on a high. These two teams are the only 2 teams right now with the chicken dinner.
Yep, and here we go. The Knights, this is a huge fight. Yep, the Knights squaring off against Spacestation Gaming right now. Juicy trying to get another angle, maybe even trying to wrap around and backstab the Knights, as we do see Jagger getting extremely aggressive here on this mound. Prepping the grenade, gonna be tossing it, cooking it, just the perfect amount.
Oh, that could be a perfect grenade.
It might have rolled down, so it seems like we're having a little grenade battle, kind of tossing back and forth on over this hill. And ooh, Space Station, they're pulling off this fight. They do not want any of this.
I think Pittsburgh Knights is also getting third party from that height, and SSG prioritizing the zone right now. That's their main focus. Pittsburgh Knights has elected to stay behind just for the moment. JOVI is quite close to them as well, so Jagger pulling up the vehicle. Looks like they're on rotation. They're trying to get into the zone even more, and it's getting a little busy here. JOVI parallel to them, and Caitlyn on rotation once again. Her vehicle is smoking up. She said, you know, vehicles don't get her killed, but I've seen her get killed a lot in vehicles.
Hey, don't say that. Vehicles don't get her killed, all right? She gets the vehicle.
No, never. And now J7 with the Mini 14. AbusementPrk trying to surround JCR Skrilla here. If you guys know Skrilla, he's from the old OG clan Blacklist. Good to see him back in 2020 in a pretty strong team. We've got the rejects rotating past. Richie gathering information before he elects to shoot. Trying to get a position on that dump truck there, and the rejects slowly going to be third party here on AP. Aztec has seen him. Going for the spray. Richie trying to get some heals up. And AbusementPrk, even though they got JC on the back foot, they have a little bit of risk of the rejects getting the third party on them.
Yep, both of these squads, you know, fighting for any type of foothold right now on the edge in this little trailer park area. Richie gonna be pulling on into here, but I do see Skrilla from Team JCR kind of buckling down. Their squad mates are off there in the distance. I don't know if the teammates are gonna push on to Skrilla, if Skrilla will have that support needed to get the revive. They're playing extremely aggressive right now from Team AP, just trying to clear on out all these little shacks over here.
Now we've got survival pushing up on JCR. JCR's on that deflate though. They're out of line of sight. They are kind of worried about the rejects though, and SSG is starting to come into the mix as well. Here comes the grenade here from survival. Can he get a knock? He does get a bit of damage on Fi. It's a 4v3 in the shantytown. The man back there in the deep pocket, he's healing up for a battle too. So HQA also close by. It's starting to get to the business end of the circles, and Oxide still holding that angle near Skrilla. And it's going to be a JCR and AP affair right now. Utilities are just being thrown, trying to get that damage, trying to get that knock. And here we go, survival getting knocked by ZBM. That's a huge knock. He gets counter knocked himself. And it's now a 3v2. Oxide on the hunt for Skrilla, and Richie just throwing some more utilities at the smoke. He might be able to get a knock on JCR here.
Yeah, I'm curious. No. You mentioned, you know, HQA, they're out there not too far from this. You know, they definitely hear these grenades. They hear these shots ringing back and forth. They see the kill feed with the knocks. Are they going to want to try to third party this? I mean, they're so close over here. I believe they have at least 3 to 4 members alive. They might have their full team alive. AP going to be moving as a unit. 3 of the members going to be pushing onto one of the members of JCR. Going to be taking them down extremely low, just spraying and praying through the smoke right now. Connecting on anybody, but connected in return right there. And I believe it's just down to Richie right here. Skrilla going to be squaring off against each other as well. I mean, they are getting some nice trades in back and forth, and I'm extremely surprised that HQA not trying to third party this.
Yeah, they have to be looking at the kill feed right now, and hearing the sounds of the gunfight going on. Skrilla going through the buildings, trying to get the escape, trying to get the rotation out. And now I think HQA is starting to make their move.
Oh, the jump shot! Oh, Skrilla! Nice.
There we go. Yeah. Aztec gets knocked and finished. Skrilla on a one tap. Richie gathering some more supplies, and HQA. I think that distracted by HN and SSG.
Yeah, Skrilla OG over here in the chat is what we got going on. Skrilla extremely low when it comes to the health and was tagged and bagged by Richie.
Oh, it's never a good idea.
Yep. I mean,
Never
I get it though.
good.
I get it though. I mean, you're trying to get out of here. You're trying to get out on a dodge. You do hear some gunfires in the distance. Maybe they're distracted by losing their members, and you just want to survive a little longer. But you know, that vehicle, like you said, Wicked, it's just so loud. It's going to be alerting them right away.
It's too,
you know?
Yeah, it's more often than not, you just get knocked from the vehicle and you get eliminated. But he had to do it, I guess. Otherwise, you had to face a 3v1. Now we've got SSG and HN, close proximity. King G holding the torch for 8G right now. He's the only one left. And we've got Easy, we've got full squad of HQA looking strong. They've got 2 kills, looking to capitalize on that. King G gets a knock on Heartless, gets tagged up himself, and he's holding that ridgeline very well. Easy could get a huge gnarly nade on to eliminate HG. There we go. King G out.
I mean, Easy should still be kind of heated from the previous game on Sanhok because they're getting drop shots. They're fragging on out, but look at this. They're up scoring against Spacestation Gaming, who currently have 12 kills. So talk about a team that is just trying to steamroll the lobby right here. Spacestation still with 4 alive. Angry going to be connecting that grenade onto AZ. That's a huge one. That should allow the push from Spacestation to come and clean this one out.
HQA in deep trouble now. Juicy with the M4 coming in for the cleanup. He's got the elevated position. He's got the finishing. Easy's out. Chawang's the last member left, trying to get the revives off. And SSG, too much heat for them. Steamrolling HQA back to the lobby. Oh my goodness! And now they don't have the zone anymore. They've got to go through the rejects and AbusementPrk and the Unnamed. Right, they have the zone right now. They just won Sanhok. They're going for the double dub.
The double dub over here. Spacestation kind of spread out in this little bowl. Angry trying to clear out the edge right here of the blue zone. Beach prepping this grenade. Gonna be tossing that one out. Is it gonna be good? I see some damage onto Richie, but not the successful knockout there. Here comes Richie, gonna be taking down the man. So Spacestation finds themselves in a good predicament to continue. Yeah, I mean, I would say a pickle, but they're continuing to get kills. And the Unnamed, they're just over there like, yeah, you guys can do that. We're just gonna continue to sit here.
Yeah. And the rejects wedged in that little divot between the Unnamed and SSG. SSG popping off at the Unnamed. So it's a 4v4 essentially at the moment with a side of the rejects.
Yep, the rejects. So Juicy's going to be, you know, letting them know, like, hey, we know your team's out there. Ooh. Angry's going to be pulling on up with Shifan, trying to get another angle onto the Unnamed. They're actually going to leave this last member out there solo dolo just to kind of snake it on out, to worm it on out, because they're concentrating on the bigger picture. They see a full squad out here. They recognize the danger from this full squad in the distance, and they're going to try to wrap around them and keep them pinned down, and that's what they're doing. This is phenomenal. This is beautiful right now from Spacestation.
Yeah, they've got 18 kills, looking to capitalize. Maybe they could get a 20 bomb by the end of this if they survive long enough. Beach getting knocked by Bucky on the ground. And Juicy with a counter knock on Bucky from the Unnamed. And Q trying to assist his teammate. And he gets knocked himself as well. Juicy with a 2-piece. And Lucas is on his way over. He's the last remaining member from the Unnamed. And I think SSG about to clean up the Unnamed here for the dub. This is going to be the first dub for SSG if they can make it with a 20 bomb.
Yeah, not only that, not only do they have the potential to get the chicken dinner, but they're currently sitting at 20 kills. Now Beach is bleeding on out. Will they prioritize to get Beach on up? But doesn't even matter. Beach can bleed out all they want. I believe that's 21 kills. Is that a 21 kill chicken dinner here from Spacestation Gaming? In 22. The group stages? 22?
22.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we were talking about...
Swift would be happy about that.
We were talking about X Gamer, you know, getting their chicken dinner. We were talking about the Unnamed getting their chicken dinner. But this one just blows them both out of the park. I hate to say it, but it definitely does. And Spacestation, they're going to have a huge point lead. a huge point lead after this win.
Yeah, they had a consistent top 3 in the other maps, so yeah, they are going to have a huge lead leading to overall scores. The Unnamed also consistent. They won the last map. They're coming second place here with at least 4 kills. And with the Rejects, I think the Reject, this is probably their best placement so far. 7 kills and 3rd place.
Not bad, not bad. Yep.
Yeah.
Slowly, you know, building up that confidence and that consistency when it comes to trying to get as many points as possible. So you do like to see it. Now I gotta say though, we're 3 games deep right now, Wicked. All right, 3 games deep. The Knights, where are they at? Where are they at?
They
I
have
mean,
13th place in this map.
where have they been? Are they you know drinking juice boxes? Are they not pumped up, ready to go? I mean, what's going on?
They're just not gaming today. They haven't turned on the switch. We know they're consistent
Yeah.
in scrimmages, but when it push comes to shove, they need to do something right now. Otherwise, it'll affect the overall standings and not be able to go to the next stage.
I mean, I want to say their best map personally from just watching them in scrims and whatnot and all these tournaments has to be Erangel. I don't know if you agree with that. I know you watch a lot of them as well. And thankfully for all these groups, they have a majority of their maps on Erangel. Each team will play on Erangel 6 times in total out of their 12 games. So I'm hoping if you are a Knights fan, the last game of the evening, they can pop off. You know, I don't know if they can top Spacestation Gaming's 22 kill chicken dinner, currently the record here so far in the PMCO North America group stage. But what other teams, before we send it to break, what other team, Wicked, would you like to see kind of, you know, perform a little better that we haven't really been seeing much from them here tonight?
I want to see Tribe Gaming improve their position a little bit more. I feel like they have the talent, but we need to see some more from them if they want to win this PMCO altogether. X Gamers coming out of nowhere, they're doing really well for a team that isn't very well known. Getting that first chicken dinner, they're getting consistent placements. They got 7th this one, but you know that's a team to look out for. I also want HQA, HQA as well. They've got a bit of reputation, and I want to see them popping off and getting a dub.
Listen, you pretty much named all the teams in the lobby, all right?
Oh, okay.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Team? What's Mustache Dave team?
Hey, Mustache Dave team, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Go follow Wicked on Instagram and Twitter. You can stay up to date with all the teams that we love and our predictions. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with game number 4 after this break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a Mustache Dave _ on Twitter and Instagram, joined with Wicked. What are your socials?
Wicked Gaming 007 on Twitter, 1337 on Instagram.
All right, you heard it here first. So we do have some scores after 3 games. I'm gonna pull it on up here in just a moment, Wicked, before we get on into this game. So if you see the link, or
Yeah,
if you just want to listen with your beautiful ears, here are the scores for you, ladies and gentlemen out there. Right there. So after 3 games, Space Station getting a steamy 22 kill chicken dinner will be up there in first place. The Unnamed getting a chicken dinner, trailing right behind him. But I mean, look at the point spread: 83 points, and then underneath that is 52, and then X Gamer with 42. Wicked, this is insane.
Yeah, 31-point difference from first and second. Space Station Gaming definitely put the gaming in Space Station. That's for sure. And the Unnamed doing well. Consistency is the key. X Gamers getting that dub. Is that going to be the only dub they'll see in the group stages? Let's see what happens there.
Yeah,
But
hope not.
Teams like hope not as well. Underdogs, JCR boosted, need to get a move on as the 4th match is getting underway.
Yeah, and we're in it. The players are jumping on out of the cargo hold door as we speak. Everybody back on that tried and true Erangel map, the ones that they love. Everybody, the OG Papa in the house,
Yeah.
and you know, we'll see what they can do here. We'll see what some of these teams at the very bottom of the barrel, what they can do here to make up for that lost ground. Because after tonight, all these teams, groups A and B, they're only going to have 8 more maps to go.
Yeah, talking about Pittsburgh Knights earlier, we know they didn't get good placement, but if you look at their kills points, they still got 15 kills, so they're staying around mid of the pack at 7th place there with 24 points, only 4 points behind AbusementPrk, so it just proves to show kills do factor in this tournament.
AbusementPrk, I have to say, I mean, I love JOVI's logo. I love Space Station Gaming, the brand, but AbusementPrk 2020, that's a catchy name. I'm not gonna lie.
AbusementPrk, yeah.
Their
It's
logo
not
as well.
Park.
It's not
It's
amusement.
Park.
Yeah, it's abusement. It's like a roller coaster with a clown looking like they're gonna rob you. So it definitely is a scary place. Might want to check it out, see if it's a real place. I don't know. But they have a pretty nice logo. You know, Boosted's logo is pretty clean as well. Tribe's logo. So a lot of cool teams in this lobby. And then tomorrow is going to be Group C and D. You know, Singularity, Universe 7, Endgame. We got Polar Ace, Wildcard, Puffins, Simplicity. So make sure you tune in tomorrow as well to the games and stay up to date on all the socials for the scores and, you know, just PMCO in general. So let's get on into this game, Wicked.
Yeah, we've got the regulators here in Milta. They look like they got uncontested right now, so they have that to themselves. They got a 2-2 split at the moment. Level 1 gear and armor, and they all look like they got M4, so they're looking good for the end game. Everything that they pick up now will be useful later. And the man himself, right on the screen right now, Car 98, level 3 vest, looking good as well. And a lot of viewers are asking where C9, Tempest Storm,
Yeah.
and Omen Elite.
Where are they? Are they at Disney World? I mean, I don't know. Do you know where they are?
Well, Sixer said they didn't qualify, but he's
trolling.
definitely
Trolling.
He's trolling. Listen to
Trolling. Trolling, kind of like some of these teams, like the Underdogs. They're only sitting at 5 points so far on the overall leaderboard. So, I mean, this is a very important game for the squad. But yeah, those teams that you mentioned, I believe, got direct invited, so they don't need to participate in the group stages. as we have groups A, B, C, and D all fighting for top 24 position to make it on into the next round. Some of these squads earn their spots earlier on, and they're going to be probably watching the stream, you know, analyzing their potential opponents, essentially.
Yep, that's what top teams usually do. They hours of VODs, watching streams, watching tournaments. They're not resting, that's for sure. They're definitely doing their homework, seeing where the drop locations of each team are being conducted, and that's going to be, you know, knowledge is power when it comes to games like this.
Exactly.
And I'm liking Do You right now. They've got they land in Gatka. Well, they're no, they're not in Gatka area. It looks like 8 Gen is there, but wherever they landed, they have level 3 vest and helmet on some of the players, and J7 trolling around by with a bike. Pittsburgh Knights very well known for split looting in the Gatka area and hospital. So
we'll see.
a little bit risky sometimes.
Yeah,
a little bit risky split looting.
All these
Get
teams,
isolated.
you know, it's the last match of the evening, and you know, last game was pretty exciting for some of these squads. You know, not necessarily getting hot dropped, but definitely getting in engagements early on. I remember there was a team. Which team was it? Maybe JCR. One of those squads. They had about 5 kills in circle number 1 just because of early conflicts. But when it comes to this final map, it's a coin toss. But we do see JOVI Gabby out here on a bridge camp, taking some shots out there with the M4 with the DP. Not exactly laying those shots, but look who is upstairs. The Heart themselves. Yep, looking to make some waves here. A 1v3.
Yeah, he's got the Valentine's outfit still on. JOVI 3v1 at the moment. He's very isolated.
What? Mistakes were made. Slump.
Oh my goodness.
That's huge. I mean, that could be huge. At least stalling for some time out here. I mean, if there was a push right now, or if there was ever a chance for a push, at least Wicked, this will be the time to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
In my opinion. But the revive, you know, did go on up, so now they're going to be pushing up there, clearing it out. I feel like that was the moment. That was the golden moment right there for me.
He needed to, because one player was reviving and there's the only one more up. So here we go. Here comes the push, and just overwhelmed there. Orion get taken out. AVX, the rest of the players, a little bit too late to back up
support.
Orion there.
Yeah. You got to think a little bit there. I mean, AVX, I feel like taking their sweet time. I mean.
Oh, now they're getting. No, that was an off angle by Prophecy.
Yeah.
The 4th member of JOVI.
Trigger bleeding on out over there. Gabby popping on out, trying to get another angle, trying to provide that cover while Caitlyn is going to be revived in the smokes over here. I would have to assume Trigger will also be able to get the revive, but Gabby over here trying to find that down member to flush him.
I think Siak has an off angle as well. Gabby was going for the same idea. They might meet up right here on the shoreline of the Erangel map, and there we go. Siak getting eliminated there, getting knocked, getting the flush by Gabby, and Gabby will get a kill. 3 kills together for JOVI, and now Cobra soloing it for the rest of the map. Not looking good for AVX.
AVX, I mean, they're still alive out there. We still have 16 teams remaining, but like you said, JOVI turning up the heat this game, already with 3 kills, and they are aware of Cobra's position. Unfortunate for Cobra. Cobra does have that compound for cover right now, but Prophecy spotting that enemy out somehow is going to be relaying that information back to her squad mates. So 3 members from JOVI will be approaching from the south. Prophecy in the north, in the foothills, going to be pinning down Cobra, looking for some more kills. Yeah. We do see Space Station, though, our first place contenders so far with, around a 30-point gap?
3,000 point lead, I think.
3,000 point lead.
So, yeah.
Hand him the trophy. Hand him the trophy there at 3,000.
For Cobra there from AVX. Going out in 16th place would mean just 1 point with no kills. That's detrimental for the overall standings. And now the circle shift has happened. Boosted right in the center. SSG quite close as well. the Unnamed still on Military Island, and have to push in. No, there's no bridge camp, I don't think. So they will have a clear path unless HQA decides to go down south a little bit more.
I mean, I'm curious. Does JOVI, do they wrap around the military and come up that eastern bridge, or do they stay on the mainland and just, you know, use that coastal cliff area to rotate on into circle number 1? I mean, I might be overthinking it here, but I definitely have seen some teams opt for that option, though. So we'll have to pay attention and see exactly what happens. And if that does happen, the Unnamed, they're gonna have a nice little bridge camp over here.
I think a flight path is also a factor.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So, oh, Juicy now getting some finishes on Kawang from HQA. HQA comes in to try to assist, and we got Chifan up on an off angle on an elevation, spraying down on HQA as they crash into SSG. Angry. Looking
HQA
for
are in the shelter. Yeah, HQA are in the shelter. So I'm curious, is Space Station, are they gonna kind of push on into this spider's den over here and run into this trap? I know we do have one bleeding on out. Heartless should be able to get the revive, and it looks like Space Station are gonna be getting aggressive, gonna be just pretty much pre-firing, holding these angles, gonna be tagging. Angry gonna be getting one above each, gonna be jumping on over, gonna be taken down and out by Angry with the support. That's a squad wipe. Someone needs some baby wipes in the chat right there after that push.
Baby wipes. Did you say baby wipes?
Yeah, we need some baby wipes in the chat because HQA just got wiped.
Wow, SSG on a rampage right now. They got the 20 bomb in the last 22 kills. That's impressive. That is impressive.
I guess after a 22 kill chicken dinner, you can kind of afford to play a little more aggressive on
that's a third of the lobby, Dave. Third of the lobby.
It is. But I feel like if they have gotten that previous win there with those insane amount of kills, they might have been a little more passive on that push on into shelter. Might have played it a little more slower in my opinion. But hey, we'll see. I mean, what they're doing right now is working for them.
And meanwhile, Caitlin's still driving.
The scout.
Driving past. Yeah, she's scouting.
Doing a good
She's
job.
always in a vehicle.
Always
it scares me, but we'll see. We'll see. And driving past LTU right now.
Hopefully you won't be spotted and taken down and out. You know, it's one of the squads that we made mention of coming into this game after the break. We want to see JOVI, you know, rack up some more points. And as we were saying, you did it. What? Yes, you did. Wicked's fault. That's Wicked's fault.
I'm sorry, Caitlin. I jinxed her. But
okay. Well, we know who to blame on that one. Hopefully, hopefully the squad's not too far though, and maybe have some smokes. You know, can get that cover. Highly unlikely. But we'll have to see.
Southern shift down to the Unnamed boosted area.
Boosted.
Pittsburgh Knights boosted, and LTU rolling out.
They're rolling out. They're rolling deep. They're rolling heavy. The Knights still going to be alive out here. Gabriel going to be popping on the 2-seater, just straight up sending it romp. Also going to be pulling up to this Harry Potter tower. Going to have to defend it most likely against Space Station, possibly. They are going to be up there in the north off their previous push on the shelter. It looks like Space Station going to be sending it into Lumber Mill, actually. Lots of
they
cover
lost
there.
Juicy, actually. They lost Juicy on that fight with HQA. So. Now we've got DU and X Gamers. DU trying to get that rotation. Here's Boss has Kiss in his sights. I think X Gamers is about to lose one by a vehicle explosion. Maniac rotating past and
trying to get the drive-by. Trying to get the drive-by. The pull-up onto Lopez. Lopez is gonna be one tapped just like that. Some free loot on the pull-up right here. I mean, talk about instant delivery. There's some loot right there for you, and they hop right back in their vehicle and continue on with their merry day.
Yep, JCR now next to SSG. JCR needs to pop off now. I believe they're like mid-range of the pack. They need to capitalize on that. SSG, I feel like they could have a chance to get a double dub. They're kind of aggressive right now.
SSG? SSG,
Yeah.
the double double. Nah. Last time you said something, Caitlyn got knocked out the mic. So
Yeah, that's true. Well, I was right though.
I
was
guess.
right.
I mean, Space Station, they do have the confidence, but when they got that dub last game, didn't they have all 4 members alive? Now they're down to 3. So you also have to take that into account.
They just want to challenge, Dave. They just want to challenge. Okay.
I mean, some people
They gave one up.
They
Now
sacrificed
they're
one. They sacrificed one is what you're saying because it's
Yeah.
too easy.
Yeah, too easy.
Too easy. Let's do it 3. Let us know in the chat. We are looking at YouTube chat. We are looking at the Twitch chat. Everybody, thanks for tuning on in. This is the final map of the evening. Make sure you tune on in tomorrow. We got Shelter. We got Prison. We got Milta still in play right now. Where will you go? Let us know in the comments. If you're in this game, what would be the position that you would want to be in right now?
I'd probably be in the lobby, to be honest, because I'd probably already be dead.
You'd be in lobby. I'd probably be swimming in the water. So
Yeah, just trolling the
going
water.
for
Yeah, I've seen that.
placements. Going for
Hey,
placements,
that works.
baby.
I've seen that work before.
It does work. It does work. And that's something that I want to see more of. I feel like we haven't really have noticed that here tonight. Say there is a squad and they're down to like 1 member alive. We haven't really seen them go for that insurance policy play where they completely pull off the fight. They snake it. They try to survive as long as possible. I feel like that solo member, they just continue on with the fight instead of thinking about that backup plan. You need to keep that in the back of your mind, especially with the low amount of games that each squad gets the opportunity to play here. Every single point matters. I mean, the 24th position to the 25th position, it can come down to 1 point. And I've seen it multiple times, Wicked. Multiple times.
Yeah. Yeah, it has. It just happened to, I believe, Simplicity last split, missing out by 1 point. So we don't want to be that team that just got cut off.
1 point. I know exactly. 1 point. I mean, that could be a kill. It could be placing higher. I mean, it's crazy. All right, chat confirmed. You did curse. You did jinx.
Yeah.
Caitlyn
Yeah,
out
I
there.
did.
So
I did. I'm sorry, Caitlyn. I'm sorry.
make sure you send your hate DMs straight to Wicked's inbox later. Hopefully you'll see it. I believe we just had a chance to check into the man. No Mercy.
The man. I love
3
that
kills.
name. It's probably my favorite man. Favorite man.
That's your favorite man?
Favorite
The
name.
man is your favorite man?
Favorite name. Favorite name.
So I gotta change my name to the man mustache, Dave. How about that?
I think so.
Thought that.
I think so. It
Oh,
makes you 1,000 times better.
what's going on right here? Space Station. They're getting pushed. Someone is bringing the fire, bringing the fight to Space Station.
Yep, and that's due you. They've been pretty quiet in points-wise and placement, but Angry and Chiefan isolated 4v2 in the house. Filthy throwing some utilities, some smokes. They do have a lot of teams around them, so that's why the smokes are on the windows right now, so they do not get shot at from surrounding teams.
Do you? I think they have. Yeah, they do. They have 4 members alive right now. I'm so surprised they're not opting to push as a unit up these stairs with their numbers. Oh,
don't
we are
think
gonna
they
be
know how
trying to ricochet that grenade
that's
though.
actually a good angle.
That's a good angle. Where did it blow up at though? I believe Shifan and Angry are just like, yeah.
They
doesn't
don't know
hurt us.
how many players are up here. That's
That is true.
probably the most reason why.
That is true.
And
More smokes down there in the stairs.
Yeah.
I guess if Duyu was to push on up these stairs, they would be at the disadvantage because Angry's already, ADS and down there.
if
We'll
they get a
see.
knock, I think there will be a push though from
Yep.
Do You.
No knock with that grenade either. So there's no real rush, I assume as well, because this is in the circle. You also have to keep that in mind. There's no real rush. There's no pressure when it comes to the zone either. So essentially, if the zone keeps landing on top of this one compound, I mean, in theory, both of these teams can kind of share it until the end, which I've also seen in the past. But I
I've
highly
seen that
doubt.
as well.
I highly doubt that would be the case here because Space Station, they're just so aggressive.
Everyone's just pepper potting shots right now across the map. No confirmations have been made Sam getting knocked there. Pittsburgh Knights don't need a player down right now. They haven't got a dub. They haven't been really in the top 3 so far in the last 3 maps.
How many do they got? They
And-
got 4? They got 4 still? Oh, the
they got
push.
killed.
Do you? Pushing. 4 members gonna be pushing on up. Ding gonna be knocked down and out right out the gate over here. Ooh, the trades are gonna be coming on out, I believe.
Oh
that it?
wow, Angry's going ham. It's
Going ham, but it's baloney hour. Oh, there's still one more member alive. Cross was trying to go for the heal, but tagged right there. Did they get both those members? I couldn't even tell, or was that just a third party through the window?
He's out now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and-
oh, another squad is pulling up. That's what's happening here. Another
Abusement
squad is pulling up. AbusementPrk trying to bring the pain to do you. They saw the kill feed popping on off. They were right on top of it. They're trying to get the third party in. They're pushing as a unit. You love to see it. Richie gonna be hip firing that Scar. Gonna be connecting on to do ya. And just like that, the compound
More baby wipes, baby.
goes. Compound goes. Baby wipes in the chat.
I think it's a new thing. They've got the Unnamed shooting at the rejects rotation. Lucas, looks like they're gonna hop in the vehicle. They have to get into the zone, trying to make it a priority. Jovi's already up there, ready to go. We've got LTU fighting Pittsburgh Knights at the moment, and looks like Rand is having a bit of trouble trying to get out of this compound, hitting that fence. In scrimmages and tournaments, usually when you hit something, you're pretty much dead, but luckily no one was around. JCR in very good position on TU, got the elevated position. And Lucas still looking around. They're using those vehicles as cover. No one checking from the rear. You never want to get shot in the back out of the blue. That's the worst way to die. And now we're just having a few knocks here on TU. They'll probably get the pick up there. LTU 3-1 split. AbusementPrk looking to push. I saw them going up the hill.
Did you? That's very interesting. I mean, I believe their compound is right there on the edge, so they could have opted to stay in here just a little longer. But with the Unnamed, you know, laying down the hurt, maybe taking some pot shots to those windows, they were just a little uncomfortable. So yeah, the knock did come on out. But Team JCR from their Harry Potter tower is also going to be connecting, taking some shots out there. But Rand still laying down the mini red zone with the grenade, as we are going to see the push from AbusementPrk there, tossing out these smokes right now.
Yep, AbusementPrk in a very world of hurt here. They got a few casualties down. They're very low health. The Unnamed pinning them down, and we got JCR in the Wizard Tower. As you said, they were gonna have to defend it, and they're doing it now. But look at the zone shift. The LTU do have it, and the rest of the teams have to push forward. That's gonna force some engagements here. Bucky priming grenade on AbusementPrk now.
So many grenades going back and forth. I don't even know. And they're straight sending it with vehicles. The aggression coming on out right now from the Unnamed. They're not scared of these grenades popping on out, and they will be annihilating.
They become the abusers.
The AbusementPrk. Yep. They reversed the roles essentially, and I believe they're gonna get some loot off of that. They're gonna have some vehicles to work with, and they could use these vehicles to their advantage as cover. But it looks like they're all gonna be popping on in, and they're not even gonna pump the brakes. They're gonna be crashing on to Latinos. Uno, dos. Oh, we see the vehicle crash right into the wall.
They're getting the push. They're getting the push.
Yeah, Revo's like, no, I don't want none of this. I got the.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I got the Uzi ready. It's gonna be popping right there.
Oh, he got the knock. He got knocked.
The Knights
down.
Yeah, the Knights are all there. Lucas.
Are they full sending it?
They're right behind them. They might third party this. Lucas with the Uzi as well. Looks like they're gonna be trying to go for a revive, and looks like the Knights had their own issues to deal with over there. Latino Uno Dos is gonna be the thorn in multiple squads right now.
Yep, so LTU battling TU, trying to protect that compound. Lucas priming another grenade. Let's see if we can get a knock from that. There was a knock on LTU there, and this is going to probably prompt the push here by TU onto that compound. And Ander trying to go on the outside, trying to get a tag with the DP28, and the Uzi gets him in the back for another knock with Lucas. And I think they're going to push up here on the second floor. And here the cleanup from the Unnamed. LTU has, I think, one more member alive trying to heal up. Oh no, Chacho is in the wizard tower.
Is this the same compound that Space Station
Yeah.
are in? This is like the cursed compound. This is like essentially the seventh fight that erupted in this one compound. It's pretty amazing. Gabriel gonna be up there on the second story, just gonna be pre-firing to ensure that there is no push on up there. Latinos, Unnamed, they're super spread right now, fighting multiple fights, just trying to survive. The Knights gonna be right on the first story of this. We're down to 5
They must
teams.
hit Chacho up on the
Oh, for
second
sure,
floor.
for sure. They 100% hear all this movement. And we actually are going to see a smoke up here as well. Not exactly sure. That might have been from the Knights. I didn't see Chacho toss that. But Chacho just trying to provide that cover fire for the squad. At the same time, trying not to get pushed by the Knights below them.
Yeah, as you can see, LTU have a very good spot on the balcony there. They can overlook the field from that position. They do have TU downstairs, laying low, getting the meds up, getting the boost, ready for this final fight. Pittsburgh Knights really need to eliminate that LTU member on the top level so they are a little bit more secure in that position. Tribe Gaming, however, has 3 members up. Can we get a Tribe win on this final map?
Yeah, can we get a Fear the Tribe in the chat? Fear the
Fear the
tribe
Tribe.
right now
Fear the
in the
Tribe.
chat. This could be their game. They're going to be using these smokes to create a diversion and some cover for them to easily make it on into this new circle. Meanwhile, these 3 other squads are down here in the south continuing to fight it on out. And I believe Lucas was able to get the revives. Lucas and Rand both with their Uzis locked and loaded, trying to take down Gabriel. Gabriel's going to be prone right there in the smoke, and we see in the kill feed, Rand will be connecting on to Gabe.
You could say he ran him over.
Can we get some
Sorry.
baby wipes in
Sorry
the
about
chat?
that.
Can we get some baby
Some
wipes
baby
in the
wipes.
chat for Wicked's joke?
Alright, Chacho still defending that top floor. Tribe Gaming just chilling on the upper street, using the smokes to get closer into the zone. Epic using the left side of that smoke to peek. Sees Lucas, drops in with an M16. Oh, that was actually King A with the Scar L. And Chacho, is he in the zone in that wizard tower?
Listen, I'm just
think he is.
thankful. I'm just thankful that the cursed compound is no longer in play.
Oh, yeah.
It does look like the Unnamed are going to be the victors of the cursed compound, as now we see them in the cursed compound garage. And listen, from here on out, this is called the cursed compound. I don't care what you guys tell me. This is the cursed compound. I've never seen that much action in one compound, fight after fight after fight. But we are down to 4 teams in our final game of the evening in groups A versus B.
Can Pittsburgh Knights break top 3 for the first time in this tournament? I think they are capable. They've got the DP28J7. Doesn't have any meds though. Looking at his med count. Chacho, man, he's got the position. He's got the top wizard of the tower. He's got
the position.
the penthouse suite.
The penthouse suite, straight chilling, ordering room service, eating tiramisu. But I don't know how long that's going to last, because we do have Tribe up there in the north, and a lot of people in the chat are saying Fear the Tribe. This could be their game. Chacho lock and loaded with that Uzi ready to spray and pray. Will the Knights continue to let Chacho survive up there? LaTinosUnds looking to make a move. Lucas is going to be connected through the window with the DP from J7.
Oh wow, J7. He's got no meds. He's got to go with the zone to not get any of the damage. Ran dropping down to Tribe is now popping shots at Ran. They could get a knock here if the smokes do give out. Pittsburgh Knights in the Wizard Tower. They got eliminated in 3rd place. Now it's a 3v1 against. Oh, what?
That's that.
Yeah, it was a grenade.
Fear the
That's
Tribe.
it.
Fear the Tribe. King A, 3 kills. Memo, 3 kills. Epic, 1 kill. Outsider, support all night long, doing a great job.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, that's what you like to see. But we got to point out, the Unnamed, they got a chicken tonight, right? They got a chicken.
Mhm.
They got a 2nd place. They got a couple of kills. They've been pretty consistent. And we were talking about this squad before coming into this final game. The Knights finally top 3 with
They
some
breached
kills.
it.
They breached
They breached
it.
the 3rd place.
They breached it. They breached it. So, Wicked, tell me. I mean, I guess I gotta say that mozzarella cheese really helped earlier. Our
Yeah,
Sanhok maps were Clown Fiesta. we'll just forget all about it. We gave some mozzarella cheese to the mice, and they're happy throughout the rest of the night. But what else? I mean, what are your takeaways for tonight while we wait for these scores?
Takeaways tonight: SSG, OP in the last 3 maps. They did go out in 12th place there with, I believe, 6 kills. Pittsburgh Knights definitely turned it up at the end. Pretty interesting to see. Like, if you guys know the history between the Unnamed were very consistent. But Pittsburgh Knights Raven used to be in the Unnamed in last year, and it's good to see them in kind of like, you know, in opposition right now. It's a good rivalry. It's always good friendly rivalry.
The ops.
Yeah. So esports always changing, guys. Like, you always see players in different teams, and you know, it's always changing, and it's sometimes good, sometimes bad, but it's all good rivalry in the end.
Changing with the seasons. You know, the league.
It's good to see Tribe getting a win though.
Yeah. Hey, finally.
I said that at the beginning. I said at the beginning, Tribe. I'd like to see Tribe Gaming getting aggressive, and yep, they got the first place and 7 kills.
I think you said you like to see Kaylin get shot off the bike, and that's what happened. No! I don't remember you saying anything about Tribe, but I said
I was, every time she's in a vehicle, it kind of scares me.
So the question is, if you two duo up in a game,
no,
she's on a bike. She says, "Get on. We're headed. No. We're heading to the zone." Do you get on?
I mean,
the blue zone's right there. Like, it's right there. Like, if you don't get on the bike,
how many meds do I have?
Listen, you have 1 energy, 1 energy, and 2 bandages. And the blue zone is right on your tail. The circle is complete opposite where you are now. Like, come on.
All right. Okay. I will hop on the bike. Okay. I will hop on the bike. Fingers crossed, toes crossed.
All right. So
wish goes best. But with that, we got the scores out. I think we got the scores out now.
We do have the scores out here.
We got to put it on the overlay though, don't we?
Put them on the overlay. I mean, you could feel free.
I can have a look at it.
Yeah, you could peek at it. You can do some drum rolling if you want. Right. If you're into that type of stuff.
Yeah, we do have some shifts in the
I'm
rankings.
gonna pull it up. It's up.
Here we go.
Scores are up. Final scores of the evening are in your face, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go top 5. We've got Tribe Gaming with that dub, putting them into 5th place, 40 points.
Yep. And much needed.
Pittsburgh Knights, 4th place now, 41 points. Getting that top 3 really helped out, boosting them up to 3 rankings. X Gamers getting that first dub of the night. Still 3rd place, 51 points. Got the Unnamed, 75 points. Good amount of kills as well. And Spacestation Gaming, totally gaming tonight. 90 points. So they're your top 5 teams after day 1, day 2.